back, you sexy son of a bitch! My name is Misty Chronexia, and today I'm bringing you a list of 10 anime that are hard to follow, or complex if you will. What I mean by that is anime that require you to pause the video to assimilate all the information they give you at once. The one that goes by so fast that you have to rewind the show on certain occasion. May it be because of the heavy explanation needed, the topic's technicality, or because of cultural differences. Since I only have my personal experience to relate to, keep in mind this is purely from my point of view. But this list will be going from the one I had the most ease with, all the way to the show that I still don't get to this day. Don't worry, it will all make sense as we go through the list, so please indulge me. Sitting at number 10, we have Cells at Work. Mind you, I absolutely love Cells at Work. I'd even go as far as to say I adore it. This anime came out during the summer of 2018, and the gimmick of the show is about cells in a human body, personified in characters doing cells chores, like defending from germs invasion or delivering oxygen to an organ. Maybe it's because of my affinity for the medical world, but I could not stop myself from pausing the video every time the narrator would go into a biological explanation, just so I could soak it in. Sometimes I would even rewind the episode just to appreciate the cleverness of a tiny detail in the background. It's an anime that keeps on giving as you go through it multiple times, but if you have no care for biology or medical stuff, the narrator dishing out textbooks can definitely weigh on you. Number 9, One Outs. Here's the thing about One Outs. I'm a pretty big baseball fan, but I'm not familiar with all the tiny details of the playbook. Like a match being cancelled if there's too much of rain. Pair that with some very deep psychology, and there's bound to be idle moments that make you wonder if you understood that right. Like I said, big baseball fan, and I still struggle on some bits of knowledge about the game. I cannot fathom how that would come off to some newcomers who doesn't understand how baseball is played. I do still recommend it tremendously. I think it's one of the most fascinating anime out there, and I would urge anyone with the knowledge of the game to check it out because it is super good. Number 8, Death Note. Yes, I understand Death Note is fairly simple to grasp as you go. It's an anime that's a must to any newcomer out there to get the anime hook. But still hear me out? In 2006, this is when I began my advanced immersion of anime, and just like everyone else, at one point I had to watch Death Note. When I got to it, I found this amazing game of cat and mouse about police detective work and a villain with a supernatural power. Now, if you tell me you never paused episode 3 to take in the incredible ass whooping that just got unleashed on Light, that just made you go, oh damn, this dude is seriously not messing around, then you're either the better person or you need to take some time to appreciate the finer things in anime, my man. Number 7, Chihaya Furu. I think this entry, more so than any other so far, is a flavor selection. I don't think any other person out there might feel the same way about this show than me, but I think the beauty in Chihaya Furu lies in the poems. If you're unfamiliar with the anime, Chihaya Furu is a story about a girl who is fascinated by karuta, a game where you have several poems read out loud and you have to find the matching bit of the verse in a card that's laid among 100 in front of you. I often found myself just pausing the anime to simply try and appreciate the one poem now and again. Of course, this isn't really meant to be taken this way in the anime, but you know, find beauty in things you like. This one is more of a cultural thing than anything else, hence why I think it may merely apply to a selected few, including myself. Number 6, King's Avatar. This one is more instinctive, well, more primal than the rest. The story isn't hard to grasp, nor is the development of the characters. What may throw you off, especially if you've seen a lot of anime, like myself, is the dialogues. See, this anime is in Chinese. Don't know if it's Mandarin or Cantonese, but I can tell you it's definitely not Japanese, and for someone like myself, who's a near-fluent Japanese listener, hashtag team no subtitles, there's something off-putting when you get to listen to another language, where you're unfamiliar with the inflection and the grammatical structure of a sentence. You think you have more time to read the subtitle and whoops, it's all gone. So now you have to go back and pause the video to read it again. It gets you out of your comfort zone. But it is a kick-ass story, so here's to me recommending it regardless.
我是苏沐橙。
Number 5, the Monogatari series. If you've watched the Monogatari franchise and you don't pause every time there's a load of text on screen, you're a fucking liar. The anime is both fascinating and captivating. Every now and again they drop a wall of text for half a second. It's not mandatory to the story, but it's such added flair that you just want to take it in with the rest. The Monogatari franchise is big and hard, like my dick, Shineri. I feel like you were expecting something else here. The story isn't hard to follow, but like I said, if you want to appreciate every tiny detail this anime has to offer, you'll often be forced to pause it and read a bit, especially considering there's no dub version of it. So yeah, not especially convoluted, just annoying because you want to know what's written down. Number 4, Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. Here again, like Chihaya Furu, it's a cultural thing. You may not be someone who needs to pause to grasp every detail the art of Rakugo has to offer, but this isn't something I could mindlessly watch and not appreciate to its full length. The story is about a prisoner in jail who, after being released, seeks out a master Rakugo to have him teach him about the art of the medium. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't the kind of anime everyone watch, and out of those who do, even fewer actually grasp and appreciate its value. It's not high-paced, but if you give it the time of day, and you go at your own rhythm, it can really offer you a brand new perspective on things, which I think is the beauty of this anime. But again, what I consider great and what others do is often very different. And that's fine, because you're a very unique person, and I value you like that. Number 3, Steins Gate. I think we can all agree that Steins Gate is incredibly good. One of the best on the market, if not the best. But you simply can't turn your brain off. The beginning of this anime is a genuine slap in the face if you're not paying attention. I had to rewatch the first few episodes a couple times to grasp what was going on, and even then, I think I got it? I don't know, I'm not even sure. The anime involves time travel, psychology, and a plot that's just not your everyday run-of-the-mill. It definitely pays out tenfold if you manage to make your way to the end, but saying it's a roller coaster is much of an understatement. If you feel like taking up a challenge and you have never seen Steins Gate, this is the bad boy you need in your life. Number 2, C. The Money of Soul and Possibility Control. I was not ready for what I signed up watching this anime. There's a little backstory to it, so listen to this. Back in 2014, I bought an anime, Blu-ray. I don't remember which one it was, but it's not important. At the beginning of it, as is on any DVD/Blu-ray, there's always a trailer for other titles. On that particular one was one for C. It looked like a kick-ass team battle anime, survival themed, that kind of show I love. So I hunt the fuck out of that anime, only to find out this anime is purely based on economy and stock market. I was floundered, as every episode unraveled and me not grasping a single economic level whatsoever. It talks about supply and demand, it's mixed with university students, and it's overall a betting game, but one that I simply could not follow. Steel yourself if you want to watch it, cause it is money talking Wall Street like I've never seen in an anime before. And I just wanted a survival anime. And finally, number 1, Akagi. To this day, I have no freaking clue of what I just watched. Here's the thing, Akagi is an older anime from 2005 about mahjong. You might be, what's the big deal? Pair the two tiles together, remove every tile. Boom, done deal. Yeah, no! That's Western mahjong, and it's completely different than the original mahjong, which, if I had to give a resemblance, feels more like a poker game. The anime constantly gives you explanation of how cool of a move the main character just pulled out of his ass. But truth be told, unless you understand all the intricacy of the finest game of mahjong, you're probably better off not watching it at all. I tried to watch it on multiple occasions, but I'm still hazy on all the rules. Maybe you'll have a better shot at it. Prove me wrong. It's really good, but I just don't get it. Again, please, I must insist that this was purely my dumbass that just to their Pete figured these out. I'm sure your beautiful mind is league above me with your 150 IQ and counting, but I can't count that high, so what about you guys? Did you have some trouble understanding an anime? Leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to see what everyone else had to pause to get through. If you have more interest in the psychology in anime, make sure to check out my other videos. I have some great stuff in store for you. Maybe it'll be up your pace. Thanks for listening, have a fun watch, and I'll catch you guys next time. You better come back, you son of a bitch.
The hard times, I've been on the wrong side, I've been ashamed. So many memories, you know I'd like to change.